Yes, I want to give you the story of Dave. On this particular day, first I'll start by Sunday because on Sunday I didn't go to the church because I wasn't feeling well. So David went to the church. So when he came back, I saw him coming. Then I went to the kitchen, put the kettle on the stove, and then I cooked him his coffee. He liked coffee. And then when he came, when he came in the house, his coffee was on the table. So we just played, we talked, we were just best friends. So at night, it wasn't at night, but it asked me what I would like for dinner. And Dave was a chef, so I told him, honey, today I want chicken cordon bleu. So he cooked the chicken cordon bleu, and then we were babysitting a dog, Agape. So he went, walked the dog. No, then he served the chicken cordon bleu. He served dinner. He didn't eat, but he told me he'll eat later. So he just sat with me there until I finished. Then he told me, let me go and walk the dog. So he went and walked the dog. But when he came in, the dog came in the sitting room. But Dave just went straight to the bathroom. So when I went there, we had a steam bath. I found him having a steam bath. Then he finished. Then he came in the sitting room, and we continued conversing and talking. Then I told him, honey, can we go and sleep? Because we used to go and sleep together. I never liked leaving him on the sitting room because I was so jealous. I thought that maybe he can talk to other women in Africa. That is how jealous I was. So we went to bed. But when he went to sleep, his stomach started rumbling. So he told me he's going to the bathroom. So when he went to the bathroom, instead of going to the toilet, he went to the steam bath. Then he told me that he's too cold. He just wants to be in the water, and then he'll come in the in the bedroom. And then so I told him to come to the bedroom when he finished, because we used to pray together. Though he never used to pray, but whenever I was praying, he used to give me time, and I used to pray for him. So we used to pray together like that. So when he was done, he came and he just went straight to his desk. His office was in the sitting room. Then he told me just to sleep. Then I had him paging a nurse around 12 midnight. So when he paged the nurse came, and the nurse didn't have some gloves. I don't know what he wanted. So they had argument, and the nurse left. He was telling her that how can you come to a sick person without gloves? And then the nurse was a bit rude and she left. So when she left, I was curious what was happening. So my ears were just out. So after like 5 minutes, he just called me so loudly, Pam. So I just jumped, put my coat. Is it called what? I don't know how it is called. I don't know whether it is a raincoat or what, or night dress, because I normally don't like sleeping with clothes. So I went to the bedroom, to the sitting room. And he was really sweating, and then he told me to take the night ring wall and put it under his tongue, because he was like, he felt he was having a heart attack. So I took it, but he was getting worse. And then I told him, no, honey, I can't be so stupid to be with you here and you are feeling this bad. I'm calling ambulance. So I called 911. And when I called 911, he was quarreling. No, 911, no. Then they asked me, the operator asked me, who is that quarreling? I said, it's my husband, he's very sick. So they came, we went to the hospital. So he was there, I slept with him in the hospital. I just slept on a chair sitting, and he was sleeping on the bed. But when I looked at his face, because I had been beaten once, I said, God, no, you can't do this. He looked so handsome. He didn't have those wrinkles on his face. He was so relaxed. And I said, no, in my heart, because I just saw death. Because, oh no. Then I told him, honey, let me go home, freshen up, and I'm coming. Because I wanted to call some friends and tell them that he was in the ICU. So when I came home, I have a shower and called friends, and within a short time, there was a bell ringing on my door. Who was it? It was Dave. He has absconded from the hospital with those things, the heart, whatever, they were put everywhere with the hospital sheet. So I told him, honey, why have you absconded from the hospital? You are very, very sick. And he told me, no, honey, the doctors can't do nothing. It didn't click to me that he was telling me that he just wants to be with me because the doctors can't do anything. So I told him, honey, you are going to kill me before you die. You think you're so sick, you are going to stress me to death. So I tried to, put so many pillows so that he could sleep while seated. He was feeling so bad. He could not carry his head. Oh no, it was so hard seeing him that way. So he told me he wanted to go to the bathroom. So I took him to the bathroom. When he was done, I was now cleaning him and, just making sure everything was clean. Then he just called me once, Pam, and I was like, honey, I'm coming, just be calm. Be a fighter, you are a fighter, you are not a quitter. Oh, and he wasn't responding. When I looked at him, he was like that and his tongue was down. And then I called 911. I was crying and they were asking me, is he breathing? And I said, I don't know. I didn't know that he wasn't breathing. So by the time he wasn't breathing, by the time the paramedics were here, it was like 10 minutes. So his brain swelled. So when they came, they just put him down. And when I looked at him, I just started crying and I told God, oh no. I started crying in Luo. I said, oh God, Canada is very, very far. What am I going to do? And then the paramedics told me to go out. So I went out because I was preventing them from doing what they should do. Because I was crying the African way, the Luo way of crying. After they did, it was so hard, so they called a backup. The fire came. So they asked me if I will go with him. I said yes. Then they told me that, Mom, your husband is not breathing by himself. He's breathing by machine. So technically, he's dead. I said, no, he's not dead. He's breathing. So we went to the hospital. He was taken in the ICU. So in the ICU, there was nothing. He was getting from worse to worse. Every day doctors were meeting with me. Instead of giving me anything positive, they were just preparing me. And I said, no, I'm a believer. And we just got married 3 months ago. And I promised Dave that until death do us part. So I don't think I'm ready for this. So they told me, Mom, if you agree, because I was his power of attorney, we will take the machines, the ventilators. I said no. So what I did, I called my pastor. When my pastor came, I told him, imagine They're telling me to kill my husband. They're telling me to take the machines. Then the Pastor Eugene looked at me and smiled. He told me, Pam, what they are doing, they're just trying to keep him alive, but I think God has already taken him. Let me stop there and cry a bit and then I'll come.